Hello and welcome back to the Super Swiss. We are independent. We have destroyed the Holy Roman Empire and have achieved most of the goals that I have for the campaign. I want it to be an independent Switzerland. Done. Well, we're independent and we've created Switzerland. We've created the Swiss culture. We've built tall, as in we have a lot of personal strength, we have a lot of income, and we're generally ahead of everybody else in just about everything. I think we're ahead of most places in tech as well, actually, if I think about it. We are currently in late medieval. We haven't got any of that. Let's just look at France. France is an example. See, France are still in high medieval. Is there anyone else? Like England, which is run by the Welsh culture. High medieval. Poland. High medieval. I would check the Byzantines, but they're not really around that often. Let me have a look in here. Greek. Okay, Greek are just about in late medieval, but they also have no tech, so in theory we're kind of close to Greek. Have they finished all of these? Yeah, so Greek are just slightly ahead of us, however they don't currently have a nation. What about you? Still high medieval? So in general, we're pretty far ahead on tech. We have income, we have troops, we have pretty much everything to leave the AI playing Switzerland and to have them be independent, right? That's what I wanted. But there are a couple of things on my bucket list that we do not have. The first is, we do not have all of the Swiss land. We have a lot of it, but there's one singular bit that we are currently missing. Right about here. So, we need to attack Swabia to get some Swiss land. Wait, where did I hear that before? Was that like episode 1? I think it might have been. And then we have one other thing to deal with. One big problem. Over to the east. We have the Mongol Empire. Now, there's usually a problem with the Mongol Empire. The problem is that they usually get to around about here on the map, right? And once they get here, they start running into problems. They start running into the very powerful nation right about here, which doesn't exist in our game because they fell apart way early. Okay, so they ate them. Then, once they've eaten them, they usually run into the Byzantines. And the Byzantines, although weaker than them, generally hold up enough of a fight, and the time has lasted long enough that the Mongol Empire don't eat them. But that didn't happen because the Byzantines were in a civil war, so they've expanded over here. They also took Ruthenia, which they usually just don't get to. So, chances are they're going to maybe eat another couple here and move themselves even closer to our land, especially as there's no Holy Roman Empire to, defend against them at this point. So, what are we going to do? Well, I would ideally like to fight them. And in fact, I've created a save at this point so that if they happen to fall apart naturally, we can come back, we can console command in a claim or something, and then we can just test our metal. But I would like to fight them. I would like to defend, and I would like to push them back, and I think that's kind of the last thing that I want to do on our list. So, how are we going to do this? Well, we currently don't have a claim against them. We don't have a reason to go to war, which is interesting. You would think that we would have some kind of holy war thing going on. No, we do not. So, I suppose we could fabricate a claim. That's kind of boring, but we could do it. Like, if we fabricate a claim, we get a border, then we can attack across. Maybe. You know what? Can I fabricate in Constantinople? I can. Okay. That would take 2 years. Alright, so we'll just set you up. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we'll take Constantinople. Right. Other things, though, with the Mongol Empire, they are likely to fall apart naturally, which is why I created the save. If we have a look here, you'll see that they are infirm, which is actually causing them to be near death. Now, the problem with him being near death is that on succession, all of his land splits amongst his children, which is going to be a problem because, well, he's got 3 children who can inherit, which means that in theory this land is going to split into 3. Although, splitting into 3 is still going to leave 3 very powerful nations there. It does actually say they're at war. Who are they at war with? Russia. Yes, but could you be more specific? So, Novgorod. Could I join in on your war? Too far away to interact with? No. Okay, well, If he was to attack somebody closer, like Poland, I assume, that we can interact with, if he was to attack them, in theory, we could then say, hey, let me join your war, and that would give us a way in. But yeah, I suspect that Novgorod might be alone in this one. Okay, so let's sort out our internal stuff. 2 years, we've got our claim, no matter what. Let's see how things go. Right, so we can vassalize Duchess Elizabeth of Piedmont. I don't really want to vassalize Piedmont. Why would she accept it? If I go to low feudal obligations, just out of curiosity. Difference in military strength. We speak High German. She's content. Okay, so not ambitious, so she's happy to be underneath someone else. She likes us, and then low feudal obligations gets us over the line. Oh, and because my powerful vassals only slightly dislike us, that's not taking away from us here. Okay. I mean, I don't really want to do that, but that's alright. Oh, did I ever change to high partition? I never changed to high partition. We could maybe do that. I mean, our vassals currently say no, but, like, we can sort them out. We should do that, just to test if it works, to be honest. We have people in our prison. We should sort them out. We can designate a guardian for Godfroy. So this is our son. You're currently doing a stewardship education. You shall be educated by Othon. There we go. Right. We're also one low on our stewardship, which is just annoying more than anything else. There's not really anything we can do about that, but yeah, annoying. Right. Let's sort out our prison first. That seems like an easy thing to do. Yeah. So, who are you? You're from the Duchy of Ostfalen. You're Gerald from the Duchy of Ostfalen. Well, I'm going to ransom you. Irmgard. And I'll just, like, let you go. Seems fine. And then Aldebert. I'm going to recruit you. Cool. Right. So let them sort themselves out. Wonderful. Hybrid culture is formed. The Alpine Franconian hybrid culture. Cool. Wait, does that mean that she's not going to accept vassal? I was just wondering. No, she kept the same language. I was curious whether it would switch oh no, because we also speak the other language. She did switch language, actually, which would have lost us the +5. However, we also speak her new language as well. That's very funny. I mean, we could have them, but I don't really think we need them in our realm. What are they adding to our realm? They're adding another vassal. I don't really need that. Like, it doesn't give us anything. Let's see here. We can call a hunt. We don't need to do that. We can host a feast. I'm going to untick these for just now because we don't need to know about them. Anything new over here? We can restore the Holy Roman Empire. Don't need to do that. Iberian footholds. Well, that would just need us to have land in Iberia, and I don't really want to do that. Yeah, none of this I'm really that worried about. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here we need to worry about. Hold court. You know, it's been a while. Let's hold court. Right. The enemy within. My vassal, Mayor Rupchek, can barely contain his rage, erupting, "Something must be done about that French outsider." He gesticulates wildly. "I've had enough of Mayor Achieve and her ridiculous customs. I mean, have you seen how those savages eat? It is time for your foreign subjects to adopt the mores of their betters. Our nobility must be Swiss. Okay. There is much you could learn from other traditions. Swiss or no, Achieve is a loyal vassal, or Switzerland is a land of many people. No, they must be Swiss. They refused. Ooh. My vassal, Mayor Milo, approaches the throne with a young man in tow. My liege and princess, he spouts. My acquaintance, Burchard von Bomberg, seeks the honor of serving in your retinue of knights. Give him the opportunity to prove his quality. The man knows his way around an axe and will not let you down when it counts. He seems pretty good. You can become a knight. You can become my bodyguard, which I guess would also make you a knight. Or skill Jess needed no. Become my bodyguard. Why not? Dust to dust. A thin, raggedy peasant stands before me, gawking at the opulence of my throne room. Obviously distracted, I call to her to get her attention. Oh, I'm sorry, my lord. My village Brez was hit by a blight this year. We lost not only our crop, but our seed too. We have nothing. We shall starve without help. A crop sharing system gives us development, growth, and popular opinion. You might have heard a little bing. That's just Windows deciding that it's going to ignore my don't come up and bing noise. Fantastic. Anyway, back to this. We can lose gold, get court grandeur and pleased peasants. Your service will repay your debt, building construction time and development growth. The fields are barren, you should wield a sword. Crop sharing. I think crop sharing is the thing. Right. And that is that done. Right. Cool. We have a couple of inspirations. I don't think we need to do either of those urgently. Right. Have we got anything that can raise our domain? We should probably refill these. We had a couple of people die in these while we were fighting. So knight effectiveness we can refill with you. Master of the Hunt we can also refill with you. What else have we got here? Cupbearer. I don't know if we need a cupbearer right now. Court Jester. Again, don't really know if we need one right now. Poet. No. Bodyguard, we just got one. Prestige and Dread Decay. Dread Decay is okay. Let's have a personal champion be our player heir. Nice. Anything else that we want here? No, I think we're okay. Right. So, now we've got all of these things done. I think what we should probably do is just unpause the game for a little bit. Nice. Wait, do we have a CB on Swavia right now? Let me have a look. We do. Okay. So I could try and seize this county. Because it's part of one of our duchies, we're actually allowed to do that. Now, that would put us over our domain limit. Let me have a look in here. We're almost at divided attention. Divided attention will allow us to hold on to that land. I think we probably just declare for it. Yeah. I think we probably just declare and see if we can take it. We could always have a vassal hold it temporarily as well. We okay with this? I think we're okay with this. They have 7,000 troops. I suppose we have a lot of mercenaries still sitting around. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. They have one ally. Their ally is Tyrol. Okay, so they have no allies of note. 2,500 troops is of note, but, you know, not for us. Let's raise all here. And go. Immediately attack in here. Court event. This guy's unhappy that I put somebody else in charge. I'm just going to say, oh, come off it. Because apparently that's my only option. Head in here. 56 days. Let's go. Yeah, you see, I kind of thought this might happen. Thank God. Although a new ruler has been proclaimed, Kagan Yochi, he surely cannot be as horrifying as Temujin. Perhaps this is even the end of Mongol aggression. Genghis who? I mean, they're still together. So, like, you know, you might say it's the end of their aggression, but they appear to have one person who inherited. I guess it must be like collective or something. It is high partition. Okay. So, but it's an empire, of course. So, because it's high partition, he gets to keep the empire and the majority of the titles. So actually, all that did was put their leader not, yeah, okay, they might stay together. All that did is put their leader not over the domain limit. So actually, you might have enough strength to hold on to that. Oh, never mind. This might actually be a strong Mongol empire. Yeah, that's a worrying thought. Anyway, that's basically what I thought would happen with them, though. I basically thought that they would split apart into all these different bits. I mean, some bits have split off here, but, like, I don't think that's really that. And, yeah, like a little bit here. These aren't really problems. None of these are problems. Okay, right. Back over this way. Let's win the siege. Keep going. We've taken the first bit, which is the war goal. Although, is that the whole war goal? I don't think it is, because this is also the war goal. Let's take it as well. Culture diverged. You've created Nordgauer, a divergent culture of Bavarian. Cool. Burying the hatchet. Do I want to be a rival of my sister? No. Let's stop being rivals. Wonderful. Cool. Now we hold the war goal. Now time to march over here. Takes them 9 months to siege. Remember when it took us 9 months to siege? I've exposed that Ut murdered Pierre. Who? And who? Okay. My son? Oh. Well, that is kind of relevant. You know, actually. That is kind of relevant. murdered by Oot. Well, obviously imprison her. Right. Quite clearly, we're going to imprison, then execute her. It's not tyrant behavior. Public execution. Yeah. That gets us all the main counties get control. You know, we should do this. I just realized to optimally execute her, we should do this afterwards, because then we can get extra control here as well. Okay. Good to know. Right. That was a good battle win. Captured some people. Head over this way. You probably shouldn't walk around in a stack. Let's split in half. The other half is going to head here. Stewardship perk. We will, of course, grab Popular Figurehead. Makes everybody like us by 50. Means that any potential factions are gone. Give me all the gold. Really appreciate that. Let's go. Right. And now we just siege these both at the same time. It takes a little bit longer to siege each individual one because we split our trebuchets up, but it's okay. We can siege in 2 places at once, and it means that I don't need to move the full army each time. I can say like, oh, that army's finished. Maybe I'll move them over to start beating up these armies, and then, you know, that kind of works. 100% war score. Now I'm going to enforce my demands. Cool. We've now taken that. Disband. We will now execute Oot. There we go. Goodbye. Right. Which should have raised the control here. Yeah, see, it's raised it to 9. I mean, that's not really that big a bump, but whatever. And actually, yeah, we get the duchy building as well, which will become there. Like, it will become active once we... yeah, once the 12 months have passed. Cool. And then once we have enough domain to hold it all, that will actually be perfect. Okay. Mine work. You can be recruited. Abel, recruited. Emricher Bar, ransom. Mark Wart, recruit. And Ernst. Recruit, I think. Yeah, recruit. Just checking that wasn't some horrible disease. Right. And this is my granddaughter can marry. Ooh, okay. So she's intelligent and robust. So we actually want to marry her to someone intelligent. Because we want that to upgrade. So let's go matrilineal. You've got a bunch of claims. Does that mean you're in line? You might be. 18. Yes, you're in line. Well, I suppose I have no problem, actually, with that. Yeah. You can marry Dieter. That seems okay. Yeah, we'll send him off. I'll get us another bit of family somewhere. Right. This mace has low durability. Repair it then. I think this is all okay. Why can we declare war on this person of Osberg? For Prince Bishop Simon's claims. I don't really want to declare that. That's okay. Right. Carrying on. So we now hold all of Switzerland that I want to hold, which is good. We don't quite, you know, have the power to hold it, but that's okay. Poor manners. Ah, my Archbishop is burping. Well, we will lower stress a little bit here. Seems good. Right. Carrying on. Get rid of these. A bunch of disabled buildings and things. Flexible scale armor needs a little bit of repair. How are you doing? You still in that war? You are, but you're losing. What? How are you losing? I guess because the land's being occupied? Yeah. So, where are your troops? Well, obviously you're not leading any troops. Are you leading troops? I don't know what the hat is for leading troops for these guys. That's a leading troops hat. But you're here. That's a leading troops hat, maybe? No? I don't know. I have no idea what they're doing. Yeah, a bunch of people imprisoned, though. Yeah. Doesn't seem like he has his army raised, as far as I can tell. It's very difficult to tell without being able to see. But yeah. I suspect he doesn't have his army raised, or has just raised it from like his capital and is walking across. Either way, it's not ideal. Anyway, shouldn't bother us for just now. Challenge for an artifact. You would like to face me in single combat for an artifact? What artifact? It says 8. Oh, wait a sec. It doesn't say. Okay. Am I better? You have 26. I think we had like 35 or something. 31. So it's a close battle. We do, however, have incredible stats. Yeah, you know what? I accept. King Sestamir and I stalk round each other, each weighing our options. He hefts a fearsome sword. That sword's like green. What's up with that sword? Can I see his... Oh, it's just like a generic sword. It's just green for some reason. Okay. Maybe a reflection? Anyway. While I grip my own Chad's dagger tightly. The deadly weapon feels cool and weighty in my grasp. The fight may only be till first blood, but that doesn't ease my nerves. We can go medium-low. Okay. We can go low-medium here, which seems worse. I can try and remove his weapon. Low chance of success, or you can't even hit me. Let's go medium-low. I'll show you how I brandish a dagger. My dagger flows around Sesamir like water, each strike chaining fluidly into the next. A series of perfectly timed attacks. Sesamir retaliates with a smooth flowing series of quick slashes and powerful cleaves, each strike forcing me back a little more. My form is good with only small errors. Sesamir's dance is formidable. I think that means he got a better roll. We're evenly matched with victory bouncing on a knife's edge. Well, obviously we're going to do blade dance, which is high chance of success, low chance of injury. In battle, I'm an artist. Every strike a brush stroke, every fallen foe or gout of blood a splash of paint. As I brandish my dagger, switching seamlessly between flourish and strike, I paint a picture of agony across my foe. Sesamir hefts his sword in a strangely familiar fashion, deja vu from the last duel, then executes a near-perfect powerful cleave that I swear I've seen before. Okay, little chance for mistake, and his stance is incredible. I think he got a better roll again. We can try and just intimidate him due to our high martial. Low chances of, low risk to injury, no chance or likelihood of success. But it might give him a debuff, I guess. Let's try it. You know what? Let's try it. Commanding the rabble in battle is an exercise in shouting and intimidation. I demonstrate this to Sesamir by screaming foulness at the top of my considerable lungs. Sesamir retaliates with a smooth flowing series of quick slashes and powerful cleaves. Each strike forced me back a little more. Form is good with only small errors. His is incredible. You got another incredible one? Okay, but you should have temporary negatives here. It might be his dual handicap coming in here. Yeah, so we're much better than him now. We can try and do this. Think you can beat somebody as famous as me. No risk of injury and no likelihood of success, but you would get dual handicap 4, which he already has, and even more stress. Let's try it. I lost because I had no chance of success. My boast fall on deaf ears. My opponent ignoring my teasing entirely. Sesamir seems to hesitate for a moment before striking a dramatic pose and whirling at me with his sword. In a scene so picturesque, it might be straight out of legend, my opponent sweeps aside my guard, wrenching my dagger from my hand before delivering a devastatingly powerful cleave that knocks me to the floor. Sword raised, unheeding of my dropped jaw, he prepares to unseam me groin to neck. Yield, yield, or you'll rue the day you defeated Princess Agaith. I'll yield. What's he taking? I lost the Dynasty banner? Oh. Well, that's not ideal. Yes. Do we have a replacement banner? No. Well, that's not ideal at all. Okay, well. Not really anything we can do about it. Godfrey comes of age. It's a fortune builder. Okay. France, how did you get this land? What is it? So Bavaria, did you just, like, offer vassalage to France? No, surely not. We must have had a reason to declare war for it or something, but that would have been a really quick war. Okay, well, looks like France is stepping up to be the new emperor. How's your war going? You are still losing it. Okay. Well, that's fine. Betrothed can marry. So my grandson Folkmar can marry Pavlina. Okay, that seems fine to me. Right. Godfrey? I could marry into Novgorod, see if we can join in. I don't know. Can I? No, not at all. You only have one son. Okay, well, in which case, let's just marry you off for intelligent plus hail. That seems fantastic. You're von Habsburg. I don't think you're, you know, that related. No, I don't think you are. Oh, let's marry off there. Yeah, you're actually a von Habsburg that's far enough away that we're not related. Intelligent goes up. Plus hail. Yeah, I think that's a good one. Right, let's go. Alliance formed with a mercenary captain. Not really that big a deal. I gained an infected wound. Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, great. Really a huge fan. Could my court physician, like, heal me at some point? No? Okay, well, I guess I'll just die. That's okay. That's fine. Irrigation. There are stretches of unsettled land in the county of Osta, often blamed on unsuitable terrain. My vassal, Mayor Omery, has suggested that an irrigation project might make it arable, therefore valuable. I can make a new architect. I can make a new aqueduct because I am an architect. Okay, I see. We can ditch soil and... we need a ditch and soil network, which gets us irrigation ditches, or the land is unsettled for a reason. Let's make an aqueduct. Why not? Yes, we need to make this land part of our land. So let's actually, like, you know, start integrating it. There we go. That's good. You want to show... you want to pay homage to me? Yes. Cool. Come in. Wonderful. Spending over budget. What we only just started. My appointed assistant architect has come to me, requesting that I spend even more on my aqueduct project in the county of Aosta. Surely you yourself can see that any construction project would be expensive under these conditions, my lady. Sure. Right, the project is completed. We're done. Good. You now speak Saxon. Oh, okay. Right, carrying on. Court grandeur dropped down a level. That's because we no longer hold all the necessary artifacts to actually keep it high. Yeah, we no longer have all these banners, which is annoying. One thing that we should do as well is try and get this high partition thing in, just to have a look and see how it goes. So I'd love to do that. Anyone want a gift? Okay. We just send gifts to everybody and see where we're at after that. Gonna be very close with everybody, I think. Yes, yes we are. Okay, so how do I get that extra little oomph? What land do you hold? Oh, you hold some land in Chambéry. Okay. Let's see. Anything else I could do? I could give you an artifact. I grant you a pardon. Would that make him... Yeah, that would make him like us by 15. Sure, I'm going to pardon you. Then I'm going to gift you an artifact. I'm going to gift you the Saxon Warhammer. Yeah, how much opinion does that get? 18? Cool. And I don't have to worry about fixing the Saxon Warhammer. Right, so they're on side. You. Guess I will gift an artifact. I will give you this armor. That gets a 7 opinion. Is that enough? I mean, literally yes, but really probably I need to give him like the next thing up. Flexible scale armor? Yeah, sure. There we go. So you're in. You, I need 1 opinion. Oh, have I got anything to... No reason to get rid of... I've got no reason to, like, pardon you. I can give you this mace. Sure. Right. Then last but not least, we have our mayor here. Gift an artifact. Has to be green, probably. I only have one of these, right? I'm not using it for some reason. Gives me learning and prowess versus fertility and dynasty opinion. I think I'd prefer to use this. Okay. I guess it doesn't show anything I have equipped, I guess. Generally. Yes, it doesn't show anything I have equipped. So I give you this. 24 opinion? Sure. Everyone for it? Right, we're moving on to high partition. Oh, you know what I was going to do? Before we do that, we will do a save. Just a little save here. That's fine. Just in case it messes everything up, but it shouldn't. Right. So now in succession, this should change nothing if we've done it right. Change. This is fine. Let's go. Pass law. Nothing changed. Okay, cool. That's what we wanted to see. But it does mean that if at any point we, for some reason, lose one of these, it means that we will still have high partition, which would be nice. Primogenitor would be, like, ideal, but we don't have it yet. Although we're not that far off primogenitor. Also, what are the rules about changing succession law? Could I just change it back? Yes. Okay. So if we got primogenitor, we could just do it. But to get primogenitor, we need to get something in this one. What are we getting in here? Domain taxes. That's pretty good. But yeah, to get primogenitor, we need to go into that one there, which we'll get in 192 years currently. Anything else in here that would be good? An extra domain limit? Interesting. Right. That's fine. You know what we should do as well is just do a little building check. Just say, like, have we... Oh, yeah, and check these ones. Yeah, so those are maxed. Okay, that's fine. And then we can just go through here and go... Anything? Anything need an extra... A little bit of building? I know one that needs extra building in it. Aha, our new one. Okay. So what I should be doing, instead of getting extra money, is I should have you there, because your development is probably the lowest. Not actually the... Well, not necessarily the lowest, actually. It's pretty low, though. But we could then build here and start getting improvements. Like this one. This one gives extra development growth per level. That'd be nice. Now let's build it. Right. And carry on. Acclaim. For months, Richard, Duke Bouchard's bishop has been digging up spurious contracts and fabricated histories. This is Burgundy now has a claim on this land up here. Oh, alright. Well, attack me if you want. I think will be what I'll say on that one. Irrigation, bringing life. I'm present to witness the last stones being placed in my new aqueduct in the county of Osta. My steward holds out a cup and catches the first few drops of flowing water before offering it to me. The ground is still hard and inhospitable, and much work remains, but the water is fresh and will in time bring new life to the soil. As the rivulets become a stream, I reflect on all that my work has taught me. Being a new stewardship lifestyle thing, we get control growth and development growth in this one, which is nice, the development growth being the main thing, and the stewardship perk now means that we can take divided attention, which now means that our domain is up to 14 out of 15, which means that I could actually afford to drop up to 4 stewardship here. You're currently giving 12. What do you give on this one? You give 5. So I couldn't do that, but I could switch off the stewardship focus if I wanted to. Probably worth grabbing architect before we do that, but, you know, I could easily drop off the stewardship focus, which is kind of cool. You could switch into something else if we wanted to. I mean, we're still likely to die, like, literally any moment now. Someone's been trying to kill us, so we have the bad omen. We have an infected wound. Like, really, only this is good, but we're likely just going to just drop dead. Okay, that's our mercenaries running out. I was like, what are all these pop-ups? Generally worried. How you doing? You're still losing because you haven't actually done anything. That's what this tells me. They haven't gone to the war target, right? He's lost 1 bit of land as well, interestingly. He used to have 10 titles. So what's he doing? Like, anyone in his court actually, like, looking like they're going to war? Again, no. Nobody in his court looks like they're actually going to war. Unless, like, I just don't know what the going to war outfit is. But yeah, like, any of these guys listed as... Well, they wouldn't be knights, but they'd be something of him. Court tutor. Courtier. Khatun, is that the right one? Probably not. Cupbearer. Just try to see, like, what they're listed as here. Guest, guest, guest. Okay, maybe it's nobody in his court. Maybe a vassal is like ready to go. Maybe the marshal? Where are you? The marshal is here. Okay. That doesn't necessarily say anything. The marshal is there. You look like you could be at war. You're up here. Okay, so maybe he has troops here now. Maybe his troops are here. I'm not sure. What land do you hold directly? Yeah, so if he's there, their troops might be here. This is my only guess, is their troops might be there. It's kind of difficult to tell, though. Anyway. We're about to lose a significant portion of our strength as well. Vast crown forests have now been finished. Wonderful. Let's get the next thing here. Extra tax. A test of strength. I'm several cups of wine in at this meal, and I would normally by now be quite merry. Unfortunately, the accursed presence of Henrique, there agonally opposite me at the table, blights my evening. All it takes is the merest hint of a slight from her mouth, and we're leaning across the surface, pointing fingers and shouting at the top of our voices. You witch, you wench, she bellows. You couldn't best a child in a test of strength. I could pin your arm to the wood right now with a nary an effort expended. Okay. Prove it, you wench. I will win and gain the nickname Strongarm, but then we lose our nickname The Flying. I'm not going to be dragged into these games, mainly because I don't want to lose my nickname. Hey, we discovered a new fascination to make an extra 5%. Oh yes, do I want to claim on all of Thrace, or do I just want to claim on Byzantium? I just want to claim on Byzantium. I think that's what we're after here. There we go. So, let's continue just waiting a second or two. I want this to clear up. Time for treatment. Ah, yes, this is what I'm after. Do no more than is necessary. Right. Oh, I need to choose a new fascination. I choose this one, which will now get in 12 years. We get tech very quickly. You could also get gendarmes as a new men-at-arms one, actually, as well. That's an interesting thing. Right. Hey, court grandeur rank increased. Wonderful. I'm expecting all these to run out. Wonderful. So now we know how strong we are. We're starting to remove negatives here. I'll wait for all of these to pop up so that I can then read the increased control one I wanted to read in the first place. There we go. So we got rid of the smuggling ring, so more development growth there. Nice. So this is starting to actually integrate in pretty nicely for us. The fire ends. We're no longer wounded. Thank Jesus. Okay, so that's great. Or at least we're no longer infected, I guess. Yeah, we're still wounded, but we're no longer infected. Unpopular favourite. I'm still smiling at a joke my steward, Huntford, made at this morning's council session when Mayor Omery catches my arm. Liege, I've been meaning to talk to you. I know you feel much affection for him, but really, a place in the council? Take me, just for example, a lone mayor of Switzerland. So, you think that you should be on the council over Huntford? No. He thinks you want his job. No, I'll have disgruntled vassals. I don't care. Take -5 opinion. So my son Godfried has a son Godfried who is also a genius. Fantastic. Or Godfroy, I should say. Actually read what it says. Right. Hey, stewardship perk. Oh, this is Dynasty Legacy. It's been a while, so I didn't even realize what that was. Men-at-arms counter efficiency. This one's quite nice for the building construction cost. I actually think this is kind of good. Yeah. Let's take it. Let's move further down that line, and then we'll take Architect. Then if we want to switch, this is our time to switch. What we switch into, though, I don't know. Maybe we go back here and we get some more whole of body. Maybe we go into martial. I don't know. We want to press our claim, don't we? Maybe we go health boost and we try and press our claim. Yeah, I think that's what we do. So we health boost. So that should mean that we don't die immediately. Hopefully. And then we can press our claim on the Mongol Empire. You know what? I think we're going to leave that. And we're going to have a finale next time. Where we attack the Mongol Empire and we get Byzantium. I think that's what we're going to do. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.